Inorganic Chemistry, Chapter Hard and Soft Acids and Bases. The term acids and bases are routinely used in our daily life. Chemists have been classifying substances as acids and bases since long time. Lavoisier noted that the common element in all acids was oxygen. The word oxygen in Greek means acid former. However, Humphrey Davy showed that all acids contain hydrogen. It was in 1884 Arrhenius developed the theory of acids and bases known today popularly as Arrhenius theory of acids and bases. According to Arrhenius, an acid is a substance which gives hydrogen ions in aqueous solution and a base is a substance which gives hydroxyl ion in aqueous solution. The strength of an acid or base depends upon its capacity to provide H positive and OH negative ions respectively. The process of neutralization of an acid by a base can be represented by the reaction H positive plus OH negative gives water. In 1923, J. N. Bronsted and T. M. Lowry independently proposed a new acid-base theory. According to their theory, an acid is a proton donor whereas a base is a proton acceptor. The acid-base reaction is regarded as a proton transfer reaction. In 1923, G. N. Lewis gave another general definition of acid-base behavior in terms of electron pair donation and acceptance. However, this theory got the recognition only in 1938. According to Lewis, an acid is a substance which can accept a pair of electrons while a base is a substance which can donate a pair of electrons. In other words, an acid is an electron pair acceptor while a base is an electron pair donor. The earlier definitions of acids and bases were solely based upon the observable properties such as taste, ability to dissolve substances insoluble in water, and their effect on vegetable dyes. The term acid was applied to substances that have a sharp or sour taste, turn blue litmus red, react with certain metals to liberate hydrogen gas, and have the ability to dissolve substances insoluble in water. On the other hand, the term base was applied to substances that have a bitter taste, soapy feel, turns red litmus blue. However, tasting and feeling chemicals are dangerous methods of determining whether the substance is an acid or a base. You should never ever taste or touch solutions of chemicals in laboratory. There are, however, other methods of recognizing acids and bases. For example, acids and bases change the color of certain dyes, popularly known as indicator. One of the most common indicator is vegetable dye obtained from lichen known as litmus. Aqueous solutions of acid turns the litmus red whereas aqueous solutions of bases turn it blue. Thus, any substance which have an unshared pair of electron can act as a Lewis base, whereas a substance which have an empty orbital to accommodate a pair of electron act as a Lewis acid. In other words, substances capable of donating a pair of electrons are regarded as Lewis bases, and substances capable of accepting pair of electrons are regarded as Lewis acids. Acid-base or neutralization reactions may thus be regarded as donor acceptor reactions or coordinate covalent bond formation reactions. The classical example of a Lewis acid-base reaction is that of between boron trifluoride and ammonia. Using electron dot diagram, we can see that boron trifluoride is the Lewis acid and ammonia is the Lewis base. Lewis concept of acids and bases is very commonly used because of its simplicity and the ease with which the formation of coordination compounds can be explained. In brief, all the usual ligands can be regarded as Lewis bases, whereas all the metal ions can be regarded as Lewis acids. The degree of affinity of a metal ion for ligands can be termed as Lewis acidity, and the tendency of the ligand to combine with the metal ion can be regarded as Lewis basicity. 4.1 Hard and soft acids and bases. An acid-base reaction, according to Lewis concept, involves the reaction between a donor and an acceptor as to form a complex as given below. A plus B gives AB. The formation of the stable complex between the donor and the acceptor depend upon the nature of the species involved. It has been known since long that certain ligands form more stable complexes with metal ions such as Ag positive, Ag2 positive, Pd2 positive and Pt2 positive. On the other hand, certain ligands form stable complexes with metal ions such as Al3 positive, CO3 positive and Pt4 positive. Based upon the preferential bonding, the acids and bases have been classified into two groups, that is class A and class B according to their preference. Class A metal ions include alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, lighter and more highly charged ion, for example Ti4 positive, Cr3 positive, Al3 positive, Fe3 positive, CO3 positive, etc. Hydrogen ions. Class B metal ion include heavier transition metal of second and third transition series, heavier transition metal in lower oxidation state, and low valent metal ions such as zero valent metals in metal carbonyls. Depending upon the type of metal ions, ligands can also be classified as class A or class B depending upon their preference. Class A ligands include molecules or ions with donor atom nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, etc. It is important to note that class A ligands prefer to form strong complexes with class A metals. Class B ligands includes molecules or ion with donor atoms phosphorus, arsenic, sulfur, selenium, iodine, etc. Class B ligands prefer to form complexes with class B metal ions. It was in 1963 Pearson coined the term hard and soft acids and bases for class A and class B metal ions in ligand, respectively. Accordingly, class A metal ions are referred to hard acids while class B metal ions are called soft acids. Similarly, class A ligands are named as hard bases whereas class B ligands are termed as soft bases. In summary, according to Pearson, class A acids are hard acids, class B acids are soft acids. Class A bases are hard bases and class B bases are soft bases. 4.2 Classification of acids and bases as hard and soft. Pearson observed that it is possible to correlate acid-base interaction on the basis of hard and soft acids and bases. He observed that type A metal ion, that is acids, were small, compact and not very polarizable, and these preferred ligands that were also small and less polarizable. He called these acids and bases as hard. On the other hand, the type B metal ions and the ligands they prefer appear to be larger in size and more polarizable. He described these acids and bases as soft. Pearson generalized the acid-base relationship and expressed that hard acids prefer hard bases and soft acids prefer soft bases. Classification of acids. A general classification of some hard and soft acids along with some borderline cases is given in table 4.1. An inspection of table 4.1 reveals that hard acids usually have the following characteristics. First, hard acids are cations of smaller size. Second, hard acids are cations of higher oxidation state. Third, hard acids are molecules or cation with lesser number of valence electron. Fourth, hard acids hold the valence electron tightly and consequently are not easily polarizable. In summary, hard acids bind strongly to a proton. Hard acids are small size, compact and are not easily polarized. A close look at table 4.1 also reveals that soft acids possess the following characteristics. First, soft acids are cations of the large size or heavier elements. Second, soft acids are cations of lower charge. Third, soft acids are molecules or ion with large number of valence electrons. Fourth, soft acids do not hold the valence electrode tightly and are therefore easily polarizable. In summary, soft acids are large size and easily polarizable ions or molecules that bind strongly to highly polarizable ion or molecule. It is important to note that there is no sharp division between hard and soft acids. There are a number of Lewis acids that are neither too hard nor too soft acids. Such type of acids that are neither hard nor soft are called borderline acids, which are shown on the extreme right of table 4.1. Borderline acids have properties which are intermediate between that of a hard acid and a hard base. In case of borderline acids, the properties Such size, oxidation state, and polarizability of the cation or molecule are neither too low nor too high. On the other hand, soft acid will show the opposite trend, and the following order of preference for binding the donor atoms or ion within a group is observed. Classification of bases. A general classification of some commonly used ligands into hard and soft bases along with borderline bases is presented in table 4.2. A glance at the table 4.2 reveals some of the important characteristics of hard bases. First, hard bases bind strongly to the proton. Second, hard bases contain donor atoms of high electronegativity. Third, the donor atoms in hard bases possess low polarizability. Fourth, the hard bases are not easily oxidized. Fifth, hard bases contain empty orbitals of high energy. In summary, hard bases bind strongly to a proton. The donor atom in case of hard bases is of high electronegativity and of low polarizability. A further inspection of table 4.2 reveals that the following features are observed in case of soft bases. First, soft bases contain donor atoms of low electronegativity. Second, soft bases contain donor atom of high polarizability. Third, soft bases get easily oxidized. Fourth, soft bases are associated with empty low-lying energy orbitals. In brief, soft bases contain less electronegative non-metals. The donor atoms in such bases possess donor atoms that are easily polarized. Just as there are borderline acids, there are also borderline bases. The properties of borderline bases are in between those of soft and hard bases. It is important to note that the categories are not rigidly divided. For example, the halide ion forms a series from the very hard fluoride ion through the hard borderline chloride ion to the borderline bromide ion and the soft iodide ion. The soft acid, also known as class B metal ions, are the group of metal ions that are in the lower right portion of the metallic elements as shown in figure 4.1. 4.3 Pearson's HSAB principle. Pearson proposed a simple rule for predicting the stability of coordination compounds formed between acids and bases. This rule is quite often named as HSAB principle. According to Pearson HSAB principle, hard acids prefer to bond with hard bases while soft acids prefer to bond with soft bases. It is important to note that hardness and softness of acid and bases refer only to hard and soft interactions. It is by no means related to the strength of acids and bases. For example, both fluoride and hydroxide ions are hard bases, but the basic strength of hydroxide ion is 10 to the power 13 times that of fluoride ion. In other words, hard acids will show the following order of preference of binding the donor atoms or ions within a group. 4.4 Principle of HSAB principle. Pearson principle of HSAB has a number of applications in inorganic chemistry. Some of these are discussed below. First, stability of the complexes. We have already noted that hardness and softness of acid and bases are related only to the hard and soft interaction. Hardness and softness of acids and bases has nothing to do with the inherent acidic or basic strength of the acids and bases. For example, both hydroxide and fluoride ion are hard bases, although hydroxide ion is for stronger a base than fluoride ion. In fact, hydroxide ion is 10 to the power 13 times more stronger a base than fluoride ion. However, in HSAB principle, both hydroxide ion and fluoride ion are at par with each other. Pearson in 1963 explained the relative stability of coordination complexes on the basis of HSAB principle. Let us consider a general reaction between a Lewis acid and a Lewis base. A plus B gives AB complex. So the complex AB will be most stable if A and B are either both hard or both soft. The complex AB will be least stable if A is hard and B is soft, or A is soft and B is hard. For example, a complex between a soft acid Ag positive and soft base I negative ion is quite stable in contrast to the one between a soft acid Ag positive and a hard base F negative. Similarly, the reaction between LiI and CSF resulting in the formation of lithium fluoride and cesium iodide constitute an interesting example, suggesting the preferential stability of soft and hard combinations. Some of the other important reactions suggesting the stability of the soft and hard interactions are given below, like copper iodide, that is hard soft, plus copper fluoride soft hard, gives CuF2 hard plus 2CuI soft. The rule of thumb in determining the stability of the complex is the preferential formation of a hard and soft interactions. Exercise: why COF6 3 negative complex is more stable than COI6 3 negative. In both the complexes COF6 3 negative and COI6 3 negative, the oxidation state of cobalt is +3. CO3 positive is an hard acid, therefore its combination with the hard base, that is fluoride, will lead to COF6 3 negative, which is a hard interaction. On the other hand, combination of CO3 positive with the soft base iodide will lead to COI6 3 negative, which is a hard soft interaction. So thus COF6 negative 3 is more stable than COI6 3 negative. It has also been noted that the combinations of hard or soft ligands with a metal ion is always preferred over a combination of a mixture of hard and soft ligands with a metal ion. For example, the complexes COCN5I3 negative and CONH3 5F2 negative are far more stable, whereas the complexes COCN 5F3 negative and CONH3 5I3 positive are unstable. This is because cyanide and iodide are both soft bases, whereas ammonia and fluoride are both hard bases. Second, classification of acids and bases. The acids and bases can be classified as hard or soft depending upon their preference for hard and soft reactant. Let us consider the following reaction. BH positive plus CH3Hg positive gives out CH3HgB positive plus H positive. We already know that H positive is a hard acid, whereas CH3H positive is a soft acid. If B happens to be a hard base, the reaction on the left hand side will be preferred, that is NH4 positive plus CH3Hg positive gives out CH3Hg positive dot NH3 plus H positive. Conceptually, ammonia can be written as NH4 positive is equal to ammonia plus H, which means the formation of ammonium ion is preferred because of hard acid and a hard base. On the other hand, if B is a soft base like R2S, the right hand side reaction will be favored as shown. R2SH positive plus CH3Hg positive gives out CH3Hg dot Sr2 plus H positive, which means the formation of CH3Hg Sr2 is preferred because of soft acid and a soft base. Similarly, an acid A can be classified as hard or soft depending upon the direction of equilibrium. AF plus SCN negative gives out ASCN plus F negative. We know fluoride is a hard base and SCN negative is a soft base. If A is a soft acid like Ag positive ion, then the above reaction in the forward direction is favored. AgF plus SCN negative gives out AgSCN plus F negative. Conceptually, AgSCN is formed through soft interaction. Hence, according to HSAB theory, the reaction is preferred in the forward direction. On the other hand, if A happens to be a hard acid, then the forward reaction is not favored, rather the backward direction is preferred. NEF plus SCN, a backward reaction, gives NaHCN plus F negative. Conceptually, NEF is formed through hard interaction. Thus, according to HSAB theory, the reaction is preferred in the backward direction. Hydroxide ion is much stronger base than SO3 2 negative and hence cannot be displaced by weaker base. This reaction, however, is favored by HSAB principle, that is CH3CdOH plus SO3 2 negative gives out CH3CdSO3 negative plus OH negative. It is important to conclude at this stage that Lewis acid-Lewis-base reactions are governed by two independent principles, that is strength of the acid or base and softness and hardness of acid or base. The definition of hardness primarily uses the idea of polarizability, which states that a less polarizable species is hard and a more easily polarized is soft. For ions of similar charges, the ratio of charge to radius should be used to assess the relative polarizability. However, HSCB principle does not take into consideration that quantitative idea of relative hardness or softness of the species. In summary, the major limitations of HSCB principle are: first, HSCB principle is too general and without any qualitative scale of measurement. Second, HSCB principle does not take into consideration the acidic or basic character of the compounds. Third, HSCB principle fails to explain the feasibility of the reaction. 4.5 Limitations of HSCB principle. The hardness and softness of an acid or base is primarily related to the stability of the hard and soft interaction. It has no concern with the acidity or basicity of the acid or base. For example, hydroxide ion and fluoride ion are well-known hard bases. However, the basicity of hydroxide ion OH negative is very large as compared to the fluoride ion. In fact, the basicity of hydroxide ion is 10 to the power 13 times that of fluoride ion. A strong acid is well known to displace a weak acid. For example, the reaction between a sulfite ion and hydrogen fluoride proceeds in the forward direction. It means that the stronger base SO3 2 negative can easily displace the weaker base F negative ion from the acid hydrogen fluoride. However, the above reaction is not favored according to HSCB principle as detailed below. SO3 2 negative plus HF gives HSO3 negative plus F negative, which only favors hard and soft interaction. Similarly, a very strong base can displace a weak base from a soft acid methyl mercury cation. OH negative plus CH3Hg SO3 negative gives out CH3Hg OH plus SO3 2 negative. However, the above reaction is also not favored according to HSCB principle, which only favors hard or soft interaction. In both the above cases, it is the inherent strength of the bases that forces the reactions in the forward direction in spite of less preferred formation of hard-soft pairs in the product. This is true in cases especially when the inherent strength of bases being compared are significantly different. The order of basic strength being OH negative greater than SO3 2 negative greater than F negative. In other words, significant different basic strength forces the reactions against the wishes of hard-soft interaction. However, when both the strength of acid and bases or hardness-softness are not significantly different, then HSCB principle works well, resulting in products having hard and soft combinations. It is important to mention that the inherent strength of acids and bases should not be ignored while applying HSCB principle. 4.6 Symbiosis. The hardness or softness of an acid or basic center is not an inherent property of an atom but depends upon the substituent. Thus, ammonia is a hard base while pyridine is a borderline base. The acidic B3 positive ion is borderline because a hard and a soft acid. Addition of 3 small size non-polarizable substituents like fluoride ion make it a hard Lewis acid, whereas addition of electron donor and easily polarizable groups like hydride ion make it a soft Lewis acid. The difference in the hardness and softness of BF3 negative and BH3 can be illustrated nicely in the following example. R2S.BF3 plus R2O gives R2O.BF3 plus R2S. Jorgensen observed that hard ligands have a tendency to combine with the metal ion having hard ligands and soft ligands have a tendency to combine with the metal ion already having soft ligands. He coined the term symbiosis for such interactions. The hard BF3 molecule prefer to combine with hard base to form tetrafluoroborate, whereas soft acid BH3 prefers to combine with soft base ion to give tetrahydroborate ion. An important outcome of symbiosis is that symmetrical substituted compounds are formed in preference to the unsymmetrical substituted compound. For example, compounds containing mixed substituent interact strongly to asymmetrical compounds with the same substituent as given below. BH3F negative plus BF3H negative gives out BH4 negative plus BF4 negative. In brief, symbiosis may be defined as the tendency of soft ligands to combine with the metal ion already having soft ligands and tendency of hard ligands to combine with the metal ion already having hard ligands. 4.7 Theoretical basis of hardness and softness HSAB principle. A number of theories have been proposed to explain the preference of hard acids towards hard bases and soft acid towards bases. First, electrostatic interaction theory. According to this theory, hard acids and hard bases form purely ionic compounds. Therefore, hard-hard interactions are purely ionic or electrostatic. Most of the hard acids such as Li positive, Na positive, K positive, etc. are hard bases such as O2 negative, F negative and OH negative, etc. are well known to form ionic compounds. We know that the electrostatic energy of an ion pair is inversely proportional to the interatomic distance. It means the smaller the ions, the smaller will be the internuclear distance and hence greater will be the electrostatic energy between the ions. As a result, the final compound formed by hard acid and hard base will be highly stable. Second, polarizing power and polarizability. Electrostatic interactions cannot explain the soft-soft interaction because of the bigger size of soft ions. Therefore, the interactions between large size acids and base must involve covalent character. For example, soft acids such as Ag positive, Hg positive, Cu positive, etc. form strong compounds with soft bases like S2 negative, I negative, etc. which have substantial covalent character. Almost all the soft acids have 6 or more d electron. Soft acid with D10 configuration are excellent soft acids, that is Ag positive, Hg2 positive. It is these d electrons that have more polarizing power. Secondly, the soft bases like S2 negative and I negative are easily polarizable. Thus, bonding between soft acids and soft bases is largely covalent. Third, natural occurrence of ores and minerals. The natural occurrence of ores of certain metals can be easily explained on the basis of HSAB principle. Hard acid metal ions such as Mg2 positive, Ca2 positive, Al3 positive, Fe3 positive, Cr3 positive, etc. frequently occur as their oxides, fluorides, chlorides and carbonates. This is primarily due to their preferred hard acid-hard base interaction. We know that oxides, halides and carbonates are all hard bases. These hard acid metal ions cannot occur as sulfides because S2 negative is a soft base and cannot form stable compound. On the other hand, soft metal ions such as Cu positive, Ag positive, Cd positive, Hg2 positive, Pd2 positive, etc. occur invariably in ores as their sulfides due to soft acid-soft base interaction that result in the formation of stable complex. Interestingly, the borderline acids like CO2 positive, Ni2 positive, Pb2 positive, Zn2 positive can occur both as sulfides as well as their oxides or carbonates as a result of their intermediate character. Fourth, catalytic poisoning. All metal atoms are soft acids. Some of the metals, namely vanadium, chromium, nickel, palladium, platinum, molybdenum, etc. are well-known catalysts. These metal catalysts have been found to be easily poisoned by soft bases, that is carbon monoxide, unsaturated hydrocarbons, organophosphines and organoarsines, etc. This poisoning is attributed to the soft acid-soft base interaction between the metal atom and the soft ligand. In fact, these soft ligands are absorbed strongly on the surface of the metals and block the reactive sites by forming metal complexes. In other words, the metal atoms lose their activity and are said to be poisoned. The soft base complex with the metal in atomic state will act as poison towards metal catalyst. 4.8 Electronegativity and hardness softness. Hardness and softness are related to electronegativity. Species with higher electronegativity values are assigned greater hardness and they choose those with lower electronegativity values are assigned greater softness. Electronegativity conventionally means the power of an atom in a molecule to attract electrons towards itself. However, in this case, it refers to the power of an individual ion participating in a reaction. For example, lithium atom is known as highly electropositive metal, but the cationic species Li positive has a greater tendency to attract electron towards itself. As a result, Li positive is considered to be more electronegative and hence is a hard acid. On the other hand, heavier transition metal ions in low oxidation state like Cu positive, Ag positive, Hg positive, Cd positive, etc. have relatively low second ionization potentials and consequently possesses low value of electronegativity. As a result, these ions are considered as soft acids. Using the same concept of electronegativity, we can define hard and soft bases. This relationship between hardness and electronegativity can explain several important features as to why. First, trifluoromethyl group is harder compared to methyl group. Second, boro trifluoride is harder compared to borane. Third, ammonia is harder than trimethylamine. Fourth, trifluorophosphine PF3 is harder than phosphine PH3, which in turn is harder than trimethylphosphine. Mulliken Jaffe defined electronegativity as a linear function of the partial charge developed on an atom according as psi is equal to A plus B delta, where A is equal to electronegativity of the atom, B is equal to the rate of change of electronegativity with charge. The electronegativity values A of the atom is similar to that of Pauling or Eldred-Roche, and parameter B is called charge coefficient. Small hard and non-polarizable atoms have higher values of B, whereas large soft and polarizable atoms have smaller values of B. Parr and Pearson introduced a new term called absolute hardness for neutral as well as charged species and correlated it with absolute electronegativity. The absolute hardness is defined as one half of the difference between the ionization energy and the electron affinity. That is, eta is equal to I minus A by 2. We know Mulliken's definition of electronegativity is psi is equal to I plus A by 2. The hardness of a base B and acid A may be defined as eta B is equal to eta of species B positive and eta is equal to eta of species A. In order to understand as to why in equation 4.6 the base B is represented as B positive, whereas in equation 4.7 acid A is represented as such A, let us consider the interaction of acid A and base to form the compound AB. In the formation of compound AB, electrons will move from B to A, which is indicated by partial del positive and del negative charges. Hardness of B refers to a species going from delta positive to a charge 1 plus delta positive, while hardness of A refers to a species on ionization from delta negative to a charge 1 plus delta negative. If the shift of charge delta negative is taken as equal to 0.5, then the charge on B becomes 1 plus 0.5 is equal to 1.5 and on A becomes 0.5. Thus, the charge on B changes from 0.5 to 1.5 with an average 1. And that on A changes from minus 0.5 to 0.5 with average 0. That justifies the reason why species B is shown as B positive and A as neutral in equation 4.6 and 4.7. A close inspection of the above table reveals that the absolute hardness values are in good agreement with their known chemical behavior. Hydrogen is the only exception which is different in all the three tables. It is advisable to consider it as a special case. With the exception of H positive, H negative, the values of hardness parameter of all other bases are as expected. The hard bases F negative and OH negative have larger values of eta B, while the soft bases as SH negative and CH3 negative have smaller values. The hard acids such as Na positive, Mg2 positive, Al3 positive have large value eta A values, whereas the soft acids such as Ag positive, Cu positive, Au positive have small eta A values. Borderline metal ions such as Mn2 positive, Fe2 positive, Ni2 positive, Cu2 positive and Zn2 positive have intermediate values. It is interesting to note that down a column in the periodic table from Mg2 positive to Ba2 positive, there is a steady increase in the softness. Similar observation of softness is made in going from Ni2 positive to Pd2 positive. There is also an expected increase in hardness values with increase in the oxidation state. The eta A value of Ti3 positive suggests it to be a harder acid, whereas Ti3 positive is well known to be chemically softer. However, a comparison of Ti3 positive with other trivalent ions show the expected soft character. Soft acids are generally transition metals in low oxidation state containing loosely held d electron. These electrons can be easily donated to ligands. On the other hand, soft bases are pi bond acceptors such as CO, phosphine, R3P, alkenes and alkynes. In soft acid-base interaction, pi bonding is very important. Sigma bond formation due to donation of electron from the base to the metal is reinforced by pi back donation from the metal to the base. 4.9 Relation to molecular orbital theory. Molecular orbital theory is a powerful tool for explaining structure and bonding, visible UV spectra and detailed mechanisms of chemical reaction. The concept of absolute electronegativity and hardness can also be explained using molecular orbital theory. The ionization energy is a measure of the energy of the highest occupied molecular orbital, whereas the electron affinity is a measure of the energy of the lowest unoccupied molecular orbital with change in sign for a given molecule. According to Kopman's theory, E homo is equal to minus I and E LUMO is equal to minus EA. The hardness and softness depends upon the average gap between the HOMO and LUMO. The combination of soft acid with soft base is analogous to the situation in which LUMO of the Lewis acid is about the same energy as the HOMO of the Lewis base. The combination of orbital results in greatly reduced energy for the electron pair coming from the base as shown in figure 4.2, thus giving a strong covalent bond. For the hard acid and hard base, there is a greater mismatch of LUMO and HOMO energies, so that there is little energy advantage to be gained from orbital interaction. Thus, covalent bonding will not occur to any significant extent and an ionic interaction will result instead. Thank you.